And 3, 2... Hello everybody, welcome back to the Peter Walsh Show, and I'm going to go straight into it, guys. I've got the solution to your dating single life problems. No more Tinder boosting. No fucking more of this. No more €8 for that, what is it, that 3 times the amount of exposure. No more €40, 50, €60 of a super boost for 4 hours or 3 hours, whatever the hell it is these days. I have the solution for you guys. Now, there's a couple of ground rules here, guys. First of all, we're only taking single people. Now, that might sound ridiculous, but we can see a lot of married people and taken people that are trying to come into these dating groups that I've created. So, what is this all about? Ladies and gents, I give you 5 Facebook dating groups. Now, they're not pages, so we're going to run through the whole thing and how it works. Now, the whole idea of these Facebook groups, guys, is to help you find someone and everybody gets a fair crack at the whip. So, you don't have to super boost. You don't have to boost and you don't have to pay any money for these, right? In our groups, if you post any post of yourself or whatever it is, guess what? It goes to the top of the page. Did you hear me correctly? It goes to the top of the page, lads. It's fucking brilliant. I love it. Right? So everybody is visible. Everybody's seen. Now, here's the thing. Some people want the groups, but yet they won't post up. Now, do you know what? If you're in the groups and you're single, and you're not posting up, introducing yourself with at least a picture introduction of yourself or a video, I always suggest video. It's the best. If you don't want to do it, well then, hey, tough shit, guys. Seriously. If you don't want to meet somebody, fine. You just sit there because no one is going to go looking for you. Okay? I know this from these Facebook dating groups. If you start interacting with people, people will start interacting with you. Very simple. You go on Tinder, you're on Bumble, you're on Hinge or Plenty of Fish, whatever fucking dating site you're on at the moment. You're interacting, right? You're liking them or you're matching with them. So why aren't you going to do it on this one? Now, here we are, guys. I'm going to call out the names of the groups. So, we have 5 Facebook dating groups. The 5 are Old School Dating Age 20 to 28. Old School Dating Age 28 to 35. Old School Dating Age 35 to 45. Old School Dating Age 45 to 55. And Old School Dating Age 55 plus. Now, there is a couple of rules. Firstly, you need a profile photo. If you do not have a profile photo of yourself, you will not be allowed into the group. And here's why. Because it is a private group. So those of you who are concerned that, oh, my friends might see me or my family might see... No, that's not happening. Anything that you talk about in the groups is private because it's a private group. Now, look, some of you might be very familiar with Facebook. There's plenty of people that actually aren't these days because Instagram and TikTok have taken over your social media habits. So people are only getting familiar with Facebook now, or they're re-familiarizing themselves with Facebook. So first of all, it is a private group. Everything you post up is private. Number 2, like I said, the profile photo. And guys, this also includes photos of your friends in the photo, or what else would we have? Photos of the weather, our quotes, our cars, our dresses, anything like that is not allowed in. And you know, guys, I'm sure if you've tried to get into the group already and you're applying for what, a couple of weeks, you're sitting there. We're policing this. Well, we want, like I said, we want to give everybody a fair crack of the whip at this. So, make sure you got your fucking photo sorted, guys and girls. Otherwise, you're not allowed in. And also, oh, and actually, before I go on, what I would recommend, ladies and gents, is it's pretty obvious, right? Jesus, but I'm going to have to spell it out for some people. Have a photo of just you and you only. Okay? No photos of your daughter or son or whatever it is, just you and you only. Now, there's been some people that have tried to creep into the groups. The dirty bastards, the dirty whores, the shells. Right? Now, ye bastards and bitches. Sorry, no, not everybody, of course. You will put up a profile photo. And fair enough, we can't police everything that we see going on in the groups, right? If you've got a profile photo, we'll allow you in. Now, here's the thing, guys. We have some nice policing going on in the groups, and plenty of people are reporting back to us that you're not being fair to other people. So what's happened already is there's been some people that are sneaking in with a profile photo, and then all of a sudden, they turn it around to some other photo. So if you try that, well, go ahead, be my guest, okay? Most people in the group are very, very nice, and there's a lot of respect, which I love, guys. I really do. I mean, and you know what? If you are in the group and you're listening to this, bravo to you. Honestly, that might sound corny, but honestly, like, it's good that people are respecting each other in there. Now, some people don't have a choice. Like I said, some of the bastards, the guys, and some of the bitches, the women, right? And of course, not everybody, all right? So don't get me wrong if anybody's thinking, oh, he's calling us a bitch, you're calling me a fucking bastard. Go away from me. Jesus, leave me alone. Fucking hell. It's just the small percentage, all right? Now, I love that everybody's treating each other with respect because these people are genuine people that are trying to meet someone. And they also know too that if they do act the maggot, we are policing it. Now, in fairness to the Tinders and the Bumbles and the POF and Hinges of the world, these are huge, huge multinational millions of dollars coming in every day. Millions of members around the world. So to be fair to them, they would find it hard to police groups like this because they've so many people to keep an eye on, right? They probably, God only knows, they've probably got a fucking backlog of, Jesus, months and months and months of people to get through. So, you know, I'm going to give them something, I'm going to give them a bit of rope here on this one. But guys, for this, okay, we've got about, I think we're up to 1,800 members, which is nice. It's very nice. We only launched 2 months ago, which is absolutely brilliant. So between the 5 age groups, now, speaking of the age groups, we set it up as the age group for the one purpose that we looked at it in terms of, okay, well, how is the best way? Because we do already have people from different countries in the groups. Right now, we've based it off Ireland for now. So most, I would say, really, most of the members in there are from Ireland, or they travel to Ireland for work, or they're going to move to Ireland. So it's all based on Ireland. However, guys, we're not limiting it to Ireland. Okay? Now, you're probably thinking, what the fuck, man? That's crazy. Now, we did actually start off with dating in Cork, dating in Dublin, Galway, Limerick. But actually, we just realized, well, hang on a second. If this does take off, well, we're going to have a nightmare. We could have 400 countries trying to manage, which is just not going to happen, guys. I'm sorry, excuse me, guys. So, we had to look at it in terms of, well, Jesus Christ, there's only so much we can do. And remember, guys, you know, we are working for free on this one. Because I genuinely, I set these up from day one. I genuinely want you guys to meet someone. And you know why? Some people might think I'm full of shit. And those people that you think I'm full of shit, you're probably the people that are incredibly selfish. And you just can't understand how people can be generous to other people. I really genuinely want to help people because you know why? When you're dealing with a best friend or someone you know, right? Or even work-wise, if they're having a good relationship with someone, a good love life and things are going well, guess what? You'll probably have a better experience with that person anyway, right? I mean, it's a ripple effect, guys. You know, if you really think about this, right? The last time you had a business meeting with somebody or you had a you had one of your best friends over and they were in a grumpy mood, and right, all of a sudden you're like, Jesus Christ, what's wrong with them? You know, and all of a sudden, when they leave, you're like, oh, thank God they've gone. What the fuck is wrong with them today? You know, and all of a sudden, you're now a bit fucking wound up. You know, because it's rubbed off on you. So like, no matter what, guys, it can rub off on you. Now, no, look, not everybody, but you know, it can fucking rub off on you. Or even if you're one of these people that have very thick skin, you could go out on a night out, but all you want to do is have a bit of a fucking laugh with your friends, and guess what happens? Your buddy is in a shit mood, and you're like, oh, well, this is fucking great. So it actually ruins your night. So not all of your night, but you know, it puts a dampener on your night, let's say. So either way, whether you've thick skin or not, it can affect your fucking day or night or your plans to have some fun with the guys or girls. You know what I mean, guys? Like, it makes total sense. So for me, I think it would be a really good thing if people can meet each other, they're nicer to each other, they're more relaxed. People then, it brushes off on other people. We're all nicer, and if I meet somebody today, you know, who's this fucking asshole? Like, you know, it might annoy me if they were being rude, but if they're nice, well, geez, you know, hey, nice. You know, we all can just get along a little better. I know it sounds incredibly corny, but you know what? I'm talking fucking sense here. So, okay, so what else do we have, guys, in the group? A couple of things. So we've covered the age groups. Oh, and by the way, speaking of Ireland, I would say probably about 80% of the members are Irish for now. Are about to move here, are they working in Ireland? In other words, 80% are based around the idea, are coming to Ireland, are living in Ireland. However, we are going to be opening it up to different countries. So if you are in a different country, please come online. Now look, give us a few weeks, okay, because we will still have to just check the members and see what's going on. So look, if you do come up, and I know you're like, what the fuck, man, a couple of weeks? I'm just saying worst case scenario, okay? We've got a lot of Ireland covered already. Now, there's a little bit more we want to get first. So guys, you know, it's just about filling up the holes here. We're filling up the Irish hole here, and then we're going to move on to the next. All right? So, because when we move to a different country, we want to make sure that there's enough people in Ireland. Okay? We want you to have a good experience. You know, there's no sense of just opening up the gates to the whole world where you've got somebody in New York or Jamaica, Africa, Australia, and they're like, Jesus, fuck's sake, there's no one in it. You know what I mean? So guys, we're trying to be fair to you guys. We're trying to get our little Irish pile over here, our little American pile over here, and or not little, but you know what I mean. Okay, so if you are from a different country, try and jump on. We'll approve you when we can. But make sure you got your profile photo. Make sure. And other things, guys. If you're in the group already or you're about to come in, here's one thing I would do. This is the number one recommendation I would do. Firstly, you put up a video intro of yourself. This is what I would recommend. Or a photo, worst case scenario. Okay, worst case scenario, a photo. However, I know some people are shy out there, but guys, look, a video intro makes a hell of a much bigger impression than you can imagine. I mean, look, put yourself on the other foot. If you can see a video of somebody that you fancy from a photo, and they're talking in the video, you'll get a better idea of what they're like. Right? It makes sense. Makes total sense. You'll get much more of an idea of what they're like. You know, oh, he's got a sexy accent, or she's got a sexy accent, whatever it is. You know, and just you'll get an idea of their personality too. So believe me, guys, if you're posting up there, and let's say you've got John and John, right? They're both very good looking and whatever, but John's, like, let's say they're both as good looking as each other, right? John puts up a photo intro of himself. John number 2 puts up a video of himself. I can guarantee you, John with the video is going to get a lot more interaction and a lot more people liking him, unless John number 2 is a prick. And he comes across as a complete prick. But it makes a hell of a lot of impression, guys. And whether you're putting up a photo or a video intro of yourself, write out a little description. Hey guys, you know, I'm introducing myself with a video. Hope we can talk. Whatever you're going to put up there, right? most important for your description, put in a hashtag and where you're from at the end of your description in the text part. So what do I mean? Let's say I'm putting up a post right now. I'm going to put whatever. Hey, I'm Peter from Cork, blah, 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 blah. And I finish it, right? Now, the last thing I'm going to do, right at the end of the last word of typed, I'm going to put in hashtag Cork, or actually maybe I'll do both, hashtag Cork and hashtag Cork City. Now, why do that? Because what you can do, if you're, let's say you're in Dublin, you're moving back to Cork, and you want to meet people in Cork in the groups now, okay? If you're in the groups. Well, Mary's up in Dublin, she's moving back to Cork, she wants to meet a guy in Cork. Now, Peter's already put up his video intro, and he's put in hashtag Cork City. So now, after Peter's done that, Mary can jump onto the page. I'm going to Cork next week. Let's see if there's any guys. She puts in the search bar hashtag Cork, or if she puts in hashtag Cork City. And guess what pops up? Peter and anybody else that shows or that uses the hashtags. Okay, so it's a filtered search. Put it that way, guys. Now, make sure you need to be in the group. Okay? You can't just be on Facebook alone. Right? So what I mean by that, the difference, if you go onto Facebook right now and you're scrolling through your main profile, you put in hashtag Cork City, well, yeah, things will show up for it. But Peter, who's in the dating group, won't show up for it. So what you need to do is you need to go onto your Facebook, then go into the group, and then do a search in the group for anybody that's living in your location. And it's the same thing for Dublin. Hashtag Dublin, hashtag Galway, whatever it is. Okay? So please make sure you do that, guys. And it's a filtered search. You'll find people based on your location. All right? And especially when we bring in more people into the group, that it's going to be a bit more crowded, different countries, different cities. So you want to find somebody in your area, make sure you're putting up a hashtag for your own profile, and make sure you do a search with a hashtag. Okay, so what else do we have? I should have actually written this down today, even though I'm so used to doing TikTok lives and telling everybody, but the group, it just flows out of my mouth. But okay, what else do we have? It's free, guys, just in case you're wondering. We are going to be trying to do some dating events. We've done one already in Dublin, which worked out brilliantly. And I've joined up with this other group. They're called oh, Jesus, I've just gone blank. It'll come to me in a second. Single and Ready to Mingle. There we go. Single and Ready to Mingle, guys. They're two girls that have organized this. They're fantastic. They're absolutely brilliant. I don't know if they have a Facebook page yet, but they are on the Meetup group, and we're going to be doing another event, guys, a singles event. We had a singles event in Dublin was it just at the start of February? That's right, start of February. Worked out brilliantly. We had 130 RSVP'd, and I think we had 80 that actually showed up, and there was a nice combination of both men and women. So it was a fantastic success, and that was our first date event. So it's brilliant. Really excited now to see what we can come up with next. We are looking at a dating event in Galway coming up soon. Sorry guys, just having some tea here. We're looking at a dating event in Galway City. So stay tuned, and we will be posting this in the groups as we go along. Any up and coming events. So I think that's really it, guys. Oh, did I talk about the age groups? I'll say that again just to be safe. So as I've said already, that we did set up the age groups to keep it, if you want to meet somebody in your age group, well then there you go, right? Now, you're not limited to one age group. So example, if let's say you're 35 years of age, but you like younger women or younger men, well, you can go into the age group of 20 to 28. If you like the elderly women or men, you can go into the old school dating age 55 plus. Okay, so there's no restriction, guys, on your age group, because we are aware that there's a lot of men that like young women. There's a lot of women that like the younger man, and vice versa, right? So there's no limit on that. Okay, so quick summary. Old school dating age, 20 to 28. old school dating age 28 to 35, old school dating age 35 to 45, old school dating age 45 to 55, and old school dating age 55 plus. They're private groups, and you must, guys, have a profile photo of yourself, otherwise you will be kicked out. And one last thing before I go, if you do get bullied or harassed in the group, not a problem, because we will be all over it for you. We're here to protect all of you guys. Now, here's the thing though. There's pro and con of this. If you do have a problem with somebody and they're bullying you or harassing you, manipulating you, trying to control you, whatever they're trying to do, you need to send a screenshot of your chat with that person, guys. Now, with all due respect to everybody on here that's listening to this today, we cannot just take your word for it, because we know already, and look, everybody knows this from social media, there's a lot of angry people out there, and they just want to just see people fail and crash and burn, okay, and destroy themselves. Now, we're not allowing that. I've had plenty of reports from people that they're saying, oh, well, this person's doing that. Okay, well, look, can you send me a screenshot? And all of a sudden, these fuckers disappear. They never come back to me. And that really fucking pisses me off. I hate that shit. Like, the balls of you. What's wrong with you? You know? What's wrong with you reporting someone else? You know? Now, look, I understand if you've got a problem, like, you know, you see your ex-girlfriend or ex-boyfriend in there. That's really fucking awkward and uncomfortable. I get that. But I can't boot them out of the group because you're feeling uncomfortable that your ex-boyfriend or girlfriend's in there. We can't do that, guys. We only can do it if they're harassing you or bullying you, whatever the hell. You need to send a screenshot. Otherwise, if you don't, well, go away, guys. All right? Because we're trying to make sure everybody has a fair crack at a fair, good chance. Everybody's on the same playing field. All right? So, guys, I hope that was informational, and if you are going to go on to the groups, the very, very best of luck, guys. And by the way, just one final thing before I go. There has been some fantastic success stories already. There's been over 30 reports back to me that, hey, Peter, I've met this guy, I've met this girl. Just to let you know, I want to thank you for everything. Look, guys, first of all, you don't have to thank me. You know, and I know, first of all, I want to thank you guys for sending those messages because I like the feedback. But you don't need to thank me, guys. Thank yourselves, all right? Like, you're the ones that are doing, you know, you're the ones that are talking to the person. You're the ones that are physically going out there to meet the person, you know? But, you know, I thank you and I appreciate it, guys, you know, that you are sending me these thanks anyway. But you don't have to thank me, okay? And look, it's great to hear feedback. So if you do meet up with somebody, please send me an email at peter@thepeterwalshshow.com. So that's peter@thepeterwalshshow.com. Send me an email. It'd be nice to hear the good feedback, success stories. It's always great to hear them. So guys, yeah, you know, if you're in the groups and you're just starting, hold tough. Hold tough. It's a free account. You might as well just stay in the fucking thing. Somebody will come along eventually and start interacting, guys. Get out there. Okay? This isn't like old school days where... Well, sorry, when I say old school days, it kind of goes against what I'm saying with the group. I'll explain why. This isn't like the old school days where you had to go up and talk to a girl in a bar or a restaurant to meet them out. There was no Tinders, there's no Bumbles, POFs, Facebook, nothing. Right? Now, where we're bringing old school back here is that we're bringing people back to meet up in the flesh, face to face, right? And there's a bit of an old school here, the fact that you don't have to boost your profile, because for the last, 3 or 4 years, all the dating apps, you have to pay money. And look, I understand from their point of view too. They have to make money. It was free for so many years. They gave us so many chances to meet people. They've got to make some fucking money. So I don't blame them to. So, guys, I hope that was informational, like I said, and get onto those groups. And, yeah, I wish you the best, the very, very best of luck on the groups. Guys, I love you all. Thanks for listening. Godspeed to you all, and I will see you again.